Hello everybody and welcome back to Dr. Ghost Games. If y'all are new to the channel, welcome. I am Dr. Ghost and I make content for the game World of Warships Legends. I thank you all for stopping by the channel. Today we're gonna have a double feature. That's right, we're gonna have two matches here. We're gonna try something different for today's video. I love having a variety here on the channel. So yeah, we're gonna be in the Tier 4 Russian cruiser, the Murmansk. And the match right after it, we're also going to be in a very special legendary ship. You guys are going to have to watch, and you guys will see what legendary ship we will be in here after this match. But first off, we're in the Murmansk. Now, what do we know about the Murmansk? Well, the Murmansk is a Russian Omaha, essentially. It is one of the Omaha-class light cruisers that were built for the United States Navy, and that were given over, that was given over to the Russians during the end of the war. Now, the Murmansk in-game has about 8-kilometer torpedoes. It is missing one 5-inch gun mount on either side of the ship in the rear of the ship. Now, the Murmansk apparently has better AP pen angles than the other American ships, so cool, I guess. But yeah, I quite like the Murmansk. You guys can pick it up for 6,250 steel. Now, I would not recommend the Murmansk to people that don't like the Omaha or the Marblehead. If you guys really hate the Omaha and Marblehead, don't get this ship. But if you guys kind of like the Omaha and the Marblehead, I think you guys might like this ship. And for folks that really do enjoy that ship, I'm sure the Murmansk is probably not a bad pick. The Murmansk is quite a unique ship. It's quite good. It's got 8-kilometer torpedoes. It's got pretty nasty 152mm Russian guns. And yeah, overall, it's a pretty good ship. It's just, like I said, it's an Omaha. It's got bad armor. I didn't say how it has bad armor, but anybody that watches any sort of World of Warships content should know that the Omaha-class light cruisers have very, very bad armor. So that's the one main weakness of this ship. Now, we are up to 19,000 damage. We're doing a pretty good job. We're using this island here, and we're lucky that these guys are not focusing us. So we're able to just sit here and farm off them. We're keeping these 152mm guns rolling. We're getting pretty good consistent damage. Notice that we have a citadel, and that is because these Russian 152mm shells are just absolutely nasty, and especially the AP shells. They will shred any broadside cruisers within 10 kilometers or less. So yeah, now speaking of citadels, there's another citadel bringing our damage up to 27,000 damage. Now, what do we know, guys, about cruisers and what you guys should be doing in cruisers? Well, your main job as a cruiser is, of course, number one, is to spot, or not spot destroyers, but take out destroyers. If you guys see an opportunity to take out a destroyer, please do take those opportunities. Now, in this match, the enemy destroyer is already dead, so we don't really have to worry about that too much. However, if you guys have done your job taking out the destroyers, you guys can also feel free to go capture points and, of course, be a support role. That is your job as a cruiser. Mainly the low tier ones, you don't really have any utilities. You don't have radar, but you do have sonar. So if you guys can, make sure to go out there, maybe in front of your battleships, and maybe use some sonar, spot torpedoes for your team. Just overall, guys, your role as a cruiser is a support role. You're meant to kind of stay a little bit at range, use your island cover, use your concealment. Get those caps if you have opportunities to, and of course take out destroyers. That's your job as a cruiser, no matter what cruiser you're in, really, except maybe like Siegfried or, you know, certain cruisers that are kind of gimmicky. But I think, you know, especially these light cruisers like Murmansk, Omaha, Marblehead, etc., are very good at taking out destroyers because they got, you know, 6-inch guns. They have very quick, rapid-fire reload on them guns, and they are very, very well geared to take out enemy destroyers. Now notice that we have went basically from 20k up to 43k, and we're doing pretty good in damage department, and that is because we are, you know, in a very strong HE slinging cruiser. Keep in mind, guys, we've got about a 6-second reload on these guns. That is quite fast for a cruiser. So we're getting these HE shells slinging every, what, 5 seconds? It's pretty damn fantastic. And keep in mind, the fire chance is about 15%. So yeah, now I do quite like the Murmansk. It's only because I like the Omaha and I like the Marblehead. Like I said, you know, before on my previous videos, everybody has opinions, and in my opinion, I think the Omaha and the Marblehead are actually quite good if you play them well. It's just the armor is absolutely horrible, and that is no secret. And really, guys, if you think about it, the armor on most of the low tier cruisers is not that good regardless of what nation you play. Most of the cruisers don't get good armor until like tier 7. So pretty much every single cruiser up to Baltimore has really, really bad armor. So I don't know, man. If you guys are saying just the Omahas have bad armor, you guys should really rethink. You guys should really take a look at all the other cruisers and really rethink your statement there. Really, all low-tier cruisers have bad armor. Now, enough talking about the armor. What else is there with the ship? Well, the AA, it's quite mediocre, not the best in the world, but it has a fighter. I mean, the sonar is okay. It's not the greatest, but it's still there if you ever need it, and it can come in handy pretty well, or in some cases, pretty much. So, yeah, notice that we are coming up to the end of this match, and we are about to finish here. All we need to do is take out this enemy carrier. Now, notice that we are at 3 kills. If we would have had 1 more kill, we possibly could have gotten a Kraken unleashed, but unfortunately, you know, it is what it is. So that's the battle ended. That is the first match done. Pretty good game, I'd say. I think that was a pretty good game to show off in the Murmansk. You know, 66,000 damage, top of leaderboard, 1,700 base. Not too bad. And yeah, guys, GG's to everybody that's in that match if anybody's watched this video. And yeah, so now we're gonna move on to the main special of this video. And let me bring you guys over to the Yamato. Okay, everybody, here's the main special of this video. We're going to be in the legendary tier battleship, not just any battleship, the IJN Yamato, which is the, yeah, the highest tier Japanese battleship in the game. So, yeah, y'all know by now, you guys should be aware that I pretty much like the Yamato quite a bit. Now, I want to point out right off the bat, we are in a match with some people that you guys might recognize on our team. They are going to be on the left side of the map, and we are going to absolutely steamroll this match in just about 6 minutes. It's absolutely crazy. So, yeah, the combined effort that we put into this match, all of us together, yeah. As you guys can see there, that is Hustle. He's also joined by a bunch of other dudes as well. It looks like we might have gotten into Accountant or something, because there's a lot of people I recognize in this lobby. Now, yeah, as you guys should know, the Yamato has the biggest guns currently in the game. The 18.1-inch main batteries that can pretty much overmatch everything, you know, which makes them, you know, kinda, you know, just a little bit broken, I would say, but that's what also makes it pretty damn fun at times. And well, yeah, I think this match was a pretty good one. It was very short, but guys, we do a crap load of damage in the short amount of time. So yeah, now right off the bat, we take a shot at a Massachusetts at max range almost, and we do hit him pretty good for about 10,000 damage, getting a couple penetrations, not too bad at all. And guys, I want to also point out, look at our spawn. We are mid-spawn, baby, in the Yamato. I don't know how many times I have to say it, but mid-spawn Yami, guys, is not a bad thing. Mid-spawn Yami is actually really good because you guys can take shots just like I did at that Massachusetts across the map. Being mid-spawn in a Yami has a lot of opportunities. You know, there's a potential for a lot of opportunities to arise for crossfires across the map. And as you guys, you know, should mostly be aware by now, is Yamato has very good range on its guns. Now, keep in mind, I don't even have my range fully spec'd in. Like, I don't have some of the range inspirations, but, you know, I've got pretty damn good range, and I can reach out and touch people pretty much across the whole entire map. So having the mid-spawn is actually really, really good for me, because I can basically hit anybody where I want at any point as long as they're spotted. So, yeah. Now, we take another shot, and we actually did manage to smack somebody a second ago, but also we took a shot at the Bismarck, and unfortunately we missed pretty much all of our shells because, you know, we still have Japanese guns. They still are trolly as hell sometimes. Now, notice that the enemy has lost 1 of 2 of their destroyers, and that is because, well, you know, destroyer players don't exactly know how to play this game very well. Maybe they should go watch some of my YouTube videos, because I actually made a few YouTube videos on how you should be playing your destroyers. But anyways, maybe he just got absolutely screwed over. I mean, that happens sometimes too. Sometimes when you're in really any ship, sometimes you just die right off the bat. And you know, as I always say, ship happens. But yeah. Now notice that we have been absolutely smacking that Bismarck around. We haven't just been smacking him. I mean, our team has been pretty been doing pretty well also at smacking that Bismarck around. And I don't know what the hell this Bismarck's thinking, but going broadside to a Yamato at 8-9 kilometers, not the brightest idea in the world. And yeah, he pays for it. He's very lucky to not be just outright deleted, sent back to port, that, just like that. But, this is World of Warships Legends, and, like I said, shit happens, and there's going to be a lot of bullshit that's going to happen in this game. You guys will notice that. I'm sure a lot of people that's watching this video is aware by now that all the RNG in this game can be absolutely and utterly frustrating, but it is what it is, and our team does manage to take down the Bismarck. And notice that since all of these guys here are bowing to Hustle and his little band of friends over there, we're able to just take advantage of these broadside targets. And notice that we are in a Yamato capping. We are not the stereotypical Yamato player that sits in the goddamn back of the map the whole game. Pardon my language, by the way, in this video, but yeah, we're not the stereotypical Yamato player that sits in the back of the map and just stays bowing everybody. I'm actually moving up in here. I'm taking some damage. I'm capping. Well, although I've been quite lucky that I haven't been focused, but I mean, I'll take it. And I got into the cap and I managed to get myself it looks like I'm about to get a solo capture in a Yamato. So, like I said, guys, it all comes down to doing your job as a ship, really, overall. If you guys have an opportunity to get a capture zone, take it. Like, points is what's going to win you games. Now, notice that we just got our first kill of the game with the 98,000 damage. We've got a couple Citadels. We got a solo cap in our name. We've even got a couple spotting ribbons. That's right. So I think we have been doing a pretty decent job so far in our Yamato. Now, look at that. I mean, that's not the greatest, but that's pretty horizontal, and yeah, that Mayoko got absolutely smacked. There is our first Dev Strike medal. I mean, come on. You can't have a Yamato match without having a freaking Dev Strike medal, right? You cannot have a certified Yamato match without having a Dev Strike medal. I mean, let's be real. But anyways, that's it, guys. That's the end of the game. That's how fast that match ended. But anyways, I hope you all did enjoy it. If you guys did, punch a like button, leave a comment below. I look forward to getting back to everybody I can, as long as I'm not busy. And subscribe to the channel. All the support is greatly appreciated. GG's to everybody that was in that match, as always. And yeah, guys, if Hustle, you're watching this, GG, man. And anyways, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Stay healthy, as always.